Before I put down my background color, I want to make sure that on my patterns option palette that my tile width and height is 5 by 10 because then when I put down the background color, I'm going to just click and make sure that that is 5 by 10. I want to make sure that that has no stroke and give it a fill color. Now it's automatically going to start covering up lines because it's currently on top. So there's a couple of things I need to do. One, I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and then I'm going to do a view fit to window, and now I'm going to do a paste, and that should get it pretty much centered. And then I'm going to nudge it down, zoom out a little bit, and make sure I don't have any white lines. If I do, it means that this might be slightly smaller than my tile size. So you may need to pull it down and then bring it back up and snap it if you have any issues like that. The next thing I'm going to do is object arrange, send to back. And when I zoom in on this, one thing I'm going to notice is that some of the additional lines that I created have disappeared. So I'm going to need to, so the part that goes outside of the bounds is the part that's going to disappear. So I just need to take any of those additional pieces that I added and go to Object Transform Move. And in this case, I can see that this piece is going to need to move down. So it's going to move over by 5 inches and down by 2.5. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see, if I click one more time, then I can preview it. And I see that it's going to go in the right place. And then I'm going to click on copy. And now it's got a copy down here and a copy up here, and you don't see the part that's underneath, so it will create the continuation that you need. Then I'm set to do any more refining that I need to do and begin to apply color to my lines. And make sure that I don't have any additional fills on these. Okay, I'm not going to do all of these. So you get the idea. Then if you want to do an overlay of color, in order to select all of the lines, in fact I'm going to do that right now just to apply the line color, I'm going to do a select all. Now that means I've selected all my lines and I've selected my fill background. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key and just click on that background color. That deselected the background so that now if I apply a color to the line, it's not affecting the background. So now you'll see that I have a color for my line. Now if I wanted to create an overlay, I could again select all of the lines, hold down Shift, deselect, and I'm going to go ahead and group that. All right. Now I have it, and I'm going to do an object transform, rotate, and I'm going to go 180 and do a copy. Now on that copy, I'm going to apply a different line color. And that's going to create my overlay. See that. I think that always had a disconnect here. Yeah, that was part of my design flaw. Okay, so now then I can go ahead and if I click on Done, now I've saved a copy of this. So here's this copy. Then I have my previous copy. I can always go into this swatch and, oops, and duplicate it. Then double click on that one. And let's say I don't want to keep that overlay. I can delete it. And then when I click done, I have the one with a single line, and now I also have the one with the overlay. And I'm going to say done again. Now to apply the pattern swatch in order to print, this is just my original artboard, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to check that my document setup is the right size. So it's currently 10 by 10, so I'm going to change this to 20 by 20. And then I can hit escape, and I'm going to draw a box, and then I'm going to apply one of the pattern fills. Now you want to be careful. Sometimes I accidentally apply the pattern to the stroke, and you'll be like, why isn't there any pattern there? So I can apply that pattern and print it, then I can apply this one and print it, and as many pattern swatches as you've saved, you'll find them on the swatch palette.